I think we played much better than the last 3 games tonight. You know, we settled the ball a little bit, which was very good. And we made all the necessary changes so that we freshen up the team and brought in a lot of changes in the starting lineup. We brought Ali, we brought Anele back, you know. At least he helped us with the defense to stabilize the right back position. Yeah, I mean, look, we tried. They came back twice, and yeah, that's football. What can I say? You know, and it's unfortunate that we got the red card.
Right, let's go to Karabo. First question.
Yes. Good evening, Coach. Well, obviously, maybe you are not happy with the result, but the performance. I mean, today, looking at the freshness of the players, you know, the playing between the lines. There was also those channels playing into. There was also, you know, that understanding and that telepathy in the first half from the players. You know, surely you are happy with the performance of the players because it's much better from what we've seen over the last couple of weeks, Coach.
Yeah, but you know, when times are like this, when Karabo, you rather take the results than the performance, okay? But for confidence sake, yes, you'll take the performance. To say the performance was much better. Very impressed. Very happy with Promise. He came on. He tried to play. He was unfortunate there. I think he deserved the penalty with a push from the back. But yeah, we don't also have that kind of a luck, you know, where big decisions don't go in our favor. I mean, against Highlands, Shalulilo controlled the ball with his hand and he scored from there. You know, against Orlando Pirates, Happy Jele, the ball was on the floor. He came out with it, with the ball on the floor, you know, and Gomez missed it. Tonight was Promise. Yeah, it's football. It's part of it. These things will always happen, especially when you are in a desperate situation. But I think we could have scored. I mean, one of the big ones is the chance that they went to the far post on Anele there. I mean, he can even walk with the ball inside the net. I don't know what happened. But that's when you are desperate. These things do happen. But it's okay. Yeah, we played. Even 10 against 11, we could play, you know. So, yeah, it depends how you look at it. Of course, the results are not good.
Are there any further questions, colleagues? Do we have any other questions?
Yeah, I can jump in here. I can jump in here for one.
But you need to follow protocol. You must raise your hand, Robin Duke.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. You can go ahead, my brother.
Coach, just, you know, with the numbers now, in terms of your players are getting slimmer and Nascimento red card and also Charlie missing out in the game against Golden Arrows, how stressful that it is, because you also got Kaizer Chiefs, you know, coming up, I think, on Thursday or Friday.
Yeah, well, it's the way it is. Actually, we have enough numbers to can replace, you know. What was much better in terms of personnel to tonight is you got Ricardo back, you got Musa back, and then you got Anela back, you know. And then the defense was a little bit stable. I know you can question how stable was the defense when we lost, when 2 goals were scored against us. But 2 goals were scored against us because of the turnovers that they scored from our mistake. We had the ball and then we turned it over for them. It's not that they created so much opportunities. No, we had the ball, two balls, and then was 10 overs, you know. So yeah, but it's the way it is at this point in time, you know. So Ricardo's not there. Musa Lebusa is there to can fill in, and Andile is not there. We have Rivaldo, we have Mabunda also to can play. We can also play Villa on as a 8 or as a 6, as a 8 in fact, more than 6. So yeah, we can't be complaining about who's going to come in or do we have players or not. We have personnel. I mean, we have enough players.
All right. Seems like Karabo might be the last question because there are no other hands. Karabo, you can go ahead.
Thanks. Coach, yet again, I mean, you already spoken about him, but how special is Mukuma? I mean, one skill that in football is very difficult is the close control, and he's got that in his locker. The way that he pushes the ball and the close control that he has over football is so special, and the way that he takes out or eliminates his opponents, that is one skill that you can't teach. It's absolute talent. How happy are you, and how are you thinking he's going to perform in the near future, or maybe just until the end of the season, Coach?
Yeah, what we need to do, Karabo, is to manage him and give him time to come into the team. But you can ask me, say, how do we manage him when we throw him in the deep end? Because he can play. Because I mean, we have to put him ahead of the whole bench. I think you can see people on the bench, and we put him ahead of that. And he really repaid us. You know, it shows that we're taking into our MDCs. We promoted him in December. So yeah, the boy is good. The future is bright. He will get there. That's how Pesi came up also a little bit. That's how Keleto came up. So yeah, promise is coming up. Very good. We are happy with him. Yeah, so one step at a time, and let's try and fight this thing. Yes, we are right. Odds are not for us, are against us. But it's the way it is. It's football. So what can you do? You know, if you ask me, are you happy with the results? We lost? No. You know, but yeah, you could also say what influenced the results. It's our turnovers that we did, and I still believe that we could have got something at the end if we had enough numbers. You could see that we could score, to be honest, tonight. But so be it. We move on. What can we do? It's difficult for us, but that's Mamelodi Sundowns from under COVID.
Okay, Nati, very quickly.
Yeah, just a quick one, Coach. My name is Nati from NGFM in Bulugwa. I just wanted to know, perhaps you might have commented on it before, but I have noticed that Zwane recently doesn't finish the game. It's either you substitute him later or he comes from the bench. Is it because of the competition or there's a particular reason why?
Yeah, but if we need to make changes, the games are many, a lot of games, and also if you are honest, I mean, Tembazwane is our most important player. Since we came back, he hasn't has influence on the game as much as he has for the last 8 years, to be honest. And we have to be honest with it and make some necessary changes. Okay, we played Promise in this space. Promise played well. He understands also. We had our talk, and he accepts. He says, Coach, I'm not at my best. I don't know what's happening. I said, look, it's the way it is. So we move on. We have done so well for us for all these years that tonight we can feel different about you. We need him. He's an important player. Same as Vilagazi, we need him. He's an important player. Sereno, we need him. He's an important player. They're not at their best at this point in time, and they're key players. But you know, you put Keleto, he does something, he scores. You put Promise, he does something. Lyle also, not the best talented one, but we're hardworking and efficient. You know, so he's been helping us. If you can just check now, his Promise, his Pizzo, and Nkulisi, his Keleto, is Lyle. Those are the guys who are bringing the goals now lately. It's unbelievable. Okay, the captain stepped up tonight and he scored his own goal with Ricardo on the penalty. Yeah, it is the way it is. Be tough, difficult football. We move on until the third lady sings.
All right, thank you very much, Coach. We're gonna end it here.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, thank you very much once again, colleagues. We're now joined by the home team coach, Coach Eric Tinkler. Coach, if we can just start off by giving me a summary of the 90 minutes in your view.
Yeah, I think, we always knew that this was going to be a very, very tough game. I wasn't happy with the performance from our first game, and possibly I was quite harsh on my players because my expectations was quite high, and the performance that we put on against Leopards wasn't very good. But obviously one still has to take into consideration the fact that 4 months is a long time for a professional player to be out of the game, and the fact that that was the first time that they actually played 90 minutes of competitive football. So obviously there was that disappointment. But I think, slightly better today. This is only our second game. I think you could still see a lot more fluidity in Sundowns' game due to the fact that they've already played 5. But I thought in the first half, they were better than us, in my opinion. In the first half, we played a little bit with fear. When they were pressing us, we gave the ball very, very cheaply. And when we gave it away cheaply, we put ourselves under pressure. And with that pressure, they managed to score the opening goal. And, in the first half, we struggled. Yes, we got the equalizer, but that was from a set piece, a corner, and Rushan got the equalizer. But I thought we only really came into the game in the second half. We spoke about it at halftime, about looking to play without fear, that we have no reason to play with fear. Where we find ourselves in the league, we shouldn't be playing with fear. We sorted out 1 or 2 things tactically, and I thought we got a lot better, even though we conceded and went 2-1 down. The boys still reacted, still responded. We got the equalizer. They got someone sent off, and Nashimen sent off, and then possibly we could have gone on and won it, But we're going through strange times at the moment, and maybe I could have been a little bit braver and gone for the 3 points. But points are gold right now, to be honest. Points are gold. The league is very, very tight, very, very tough. So every point counts. And I think we'll be happy to take that point against a team of Mamelodi's Sundowns caliber.
All right, first question, Karabo again.
Thank you, good evening, Coach. A lot was said, during in your first game after the restart, particularly with your goalkeeper, Richard Ofori. Did you have any chat with him, prior to this game or during the week in terms of?
I think it's very disrespectful, to be brutally honest. I think it's very, very disrespectful that we're raising this issue around Richard Ofori and the death of his mother. I think we should leave this subject alone, please.
Okay, no problem, Coach. And then in terms of the characters of your players tonight, they came back, one goal down, 2-1 down as well. Just the character of the players that they showed today shows that, they are willing, they are hungry, and much, much more better performance based on from their first game that they lost in the first game. Much, much more better performance in the character.
Yeah, definitely. I think you answered your own question. I thought the character they showed was absolutely fantastic, particularly in the second half. It wasn't going to be easy. You go 2-1 down against Sundowns, and then you come back and you make it 2-2. A lot of teams might drop their heads, but the boys kept fighting. But I think that's what we've shown all season, what we showed prior to the lockdown. And that was good to see for me, the never say die attitude that the players showed again tonight. And, everybody contributed. We made the 5 subs. The boys gave it their all. Everybody gave it their all. Judah Mosiamedi, he wanted to continue, but you could see he couldn't run anymore. And the boys who came on, they also contributed. So, I'm very, very happy with the character and the display that the boys showed, particularly in the second half.
All right, Robin Duke.
Coach, 40 points now achieved so far. If someone was giving, told you that before the season started that you're going to get 40 points, what would you say? Do you think that person would be mad? Because, considering where the club was at, during this time last season, of course, now we had this delay, but just look at the situation where you were at last season.
Yeah, I think if somebody offered me the 40 points at the beginning of the season, I would have taken it. I would have probably asked them, how much do you want me to pay for it? I don't know. But obviously I would have taken it. We're obviously very, very proud of the players and what we've achieved at the club. Getting to the 40-point mark is a fantastic achievement, considering, like you said, where we found ourselves last season. And, but we've still got 4 games to go. So we obviously want to ensure that we secure that top 8 position. And I think one more result will guarantee us that berth, obviously, for the MTN8 come next season.
Colleagues, do you have any other question? Can we close it?
Go last time.
Okay, Duke, you can go again.
Yeah. Coach, just tell us more about this Tanzanian international Bondo. Just explain to us, how did you find out, him? Because we just saw him, we just saw a glimpse of him. Just paint a picture of him, and then how did this come about that you signed him and then you played in today's game, knowing that the season has not been finished? Just explain to that as well.
Bodo joined us in December. He joined us on trial in December, and over the December period, we obviously had a look at him. We liked what we saw, and already in January we were looking to sign him, but there was obviously a few issues regarding visas, etc., for him, and then also to get his international clearance. But yeah, so he's been with us since December. He was with us on trial, so he was a free agent already then. And, a lot of qualities that we've seen in him, both offensively and defensively. And, today he got 10-minute debut, and hopefully he'll get more game time before the start of the new league.
Nati?
Yes. Coach, is Nati from NGFM in Polokwane. I'm looking at the log and I can see you are number 6 with 40 points, and 2 teams, Cape Town City and Highlands Park, are behind you with 33 points. How far do you think you are in terms of, realizing your dream of finishing in the top 8?
Like I said, one more result. I think one more result will guarantee. Obviously, currently, those teams that you've just referred to have 4 games left. In order to pass us, they would have to accumulate 8 points from their 4 games, which is 2 points per game, which is going to be a tough ask for them. But always possible, so mathematically possible. So for me, it's got to be another win. If we can get another 3 points, then we've obviously guaranteed our spot in the top 8. But, we don't really want to do that. Ideally, we would like to go and win all 4 games that we have remaining and see where we finish come the end of the season.